Morning folks, and welcome to another review with Armitage leather. Today we're going to look at the Montana Edger from Ron's Tools. Now this is a little bit special. The wood is Bocote or Bucote, Bocote. I don't really know how to say that, so anybody that does know, I do apologise, but it's B-O-C-O-T-E. It's stunning. It's beautifully turned. It's got a fantastic grain, some lovely little grooves in there. It's dinky. It's the smallest one I've picked up. It's still quite fat. It's 29mm wide, but it's only 132mm long. Very, very small, very, very detailed. Not for heavy work. The distinctive thing about Ron's Tools Montana Edges is these are specifically designed for thinner leather. Now this range has 3 edges in. The number 1, 0.4mm. How's that for fine? The 2, which is this one, 0.8mm, and then a bigger one, number 3, which is 1.2mm. They are specifically designed, and the distinctive thing is here we can see the width of the steel, and then it tapers down towards the business end. And this is to remove the bulk from the edge of the tool so you can get closer to the edge of thinner leather. Whereas you look at some of them, they're quite wide. You put the tool on the bench and you just can't quite get into that cut, whereas with these you can. The steel that's been used is, I believe it to be tooling steel, but that's to be confirmed. Potentially it's been heat treated as well. It is polished. I keep on rubbing the fingerprints off it. It's a bit of an OCD thing of mine. I want it shiny. Stunning. Now this was sent to me by Aaron at Rocky Mountain Leather, and there's a link to his site at the end. He's a stockist for Ron's Tools, number of others. If you're in the States and you want to use the tools you see me using, go to Aaron at Rocky Mountain Leather. He stocks a lot, from needles to thread to irons. But this, beautiful. One of the top 3, without a shadow of a doubt. Absolutely gorgeous. Really is. I've got 2 of these tools. We'll look at another one in a different video, but they both work an absolute dream. Now we are looking at a tool specifically designed for thinner leather. We're going straight to the 1.5, the 4-ounce leather. We'll tip it over, we'll go to the back. Really nice, really easy to locate, very visible. Run that down. It's not easy leather to cut because it moves, yet we have a perfect bevel occurring there. Let's have a look at the front. This is not really even applying any pressure, but we can see the fine degree of cut that this produces on 1.5mm leather. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to go up in size. I'll go to the pull up. It's 2.5mm, 6 ounce. We'll give it a go. The likelihood it's going to take virtually nothing off. I only have 1 size in this tool, but we'll have a play nonetheless. And look at that again. This is also difficult leather to cut because the fibres on the back are quite big. It's very malleable. It's pull up, so it's stretchy, so it's constantly trying to get away from the edge of the tool, but nonetheless this tool is eating it up. It's just not struggling at all. In fact, if you look at all the other videos, you'll see the leather move. On that it didn't. That's absolutely stunning. Let's go for the 2.5mm Lamport. Stiffer leather, much easier to work. Let's have a look at how it copes with that. Straight off the back in one hit. Bearing in mind this is only a 0.8mm. Look at that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, proof of the pudding now. Some ropey, fibrous, stringy, untreated veg tan. There's very few of these tools that I've tried on this leather that gets the back off in one hit. Look at that. Lovely little pig's tail there. I'm loving this. I really am loving this. This is one of those you're going to need. I'm going up in leather size. Oh, goodness. This is horrible leather. This is split, so it's been machine finished. It's fibrous on both front and back. There's nothing nice about it. There's nothing about this. Even a mother couldn't love this leather. But this tool does. We're taking off a very, very narrow section. So when we go up in the thicker leather, we're going to have a flat bevel. But it's not designed for thick leather. It's designed for thin leather. I'm just playing at the moment. Look at that. Let's spin it over. This is Odd behind me. You can hear him clipping in. If you wanted a flat edge, you just take a very fine bevel off. That would work. That would be really nice on a belt. Really nice. Lovely flat edge, very fine bevel, gentle rounded corners. That in itself would look fantastic. It has not struggled with any of this leather. Different thicknesses, thin stuff. Really, really nice. I don't normally throw in something extra into these. I keep it as is. But I am curious. I have here a piece of horse. It's very waxy, very, very soft. Very thin, it's about 1 millimetre thick, doesn't bevel nicely, it's chrome, the edge doesn't finish nicely at all. It looks gorgeous when it's done, but it's hard work getting there. 1 millimetre thick. Now normally we might drop down to the number 1, the 0.4, but we've got the number 2, the 0.8. Let's have a look what happens. Well, oh, you see that bending? Very soft leather. You've got to be very strong with it. It's very thin. Normally what I'd do is possibly put a rule over this. Like so. Just to keep it flat. At which point then, there's that bevel. Stuck to the ruler. Let's try the other side. Very nasty leather to do this to. Very difficult to get a good edge on it. However, we have. Just clear up those extra little bits of chaff. 1 mil thick. It's given a bevel. We'd never slick that. It's chrome, it doesn't like it, but nonetheless if we put a bit of edge coat on there just to black it up, that would not be unacceptable. Wouldn't normally do that with this horse. It's very, very thin, very difficult to work, very floppy. It's almost akin to side. You wouldn't try and bevel side, it's too soft. But this didn't struggle too much. That worked. And like I said, I don't normally step out the realms and go away from that, but I thought we'd try it for this, and it did actually do it. It did actually cope with beveling a piece of this 1 mil thick horse leather. That's phenomenal. That's an awesome tool. If you're in the wallet game, the fine leather goods, little things where you're using thin leather, potentially stiffer than horse, kangaroo, this would just chew up kangaroo. It really would. In fact, bear with me. I do know somewhere back here I have a piece of kangaroo, and if I can dig it out quick enough, There we go. So it's a bit of a hideous colour. 1mm thick, kangaroo. Let's give ourselves a straight edge to work to. Much stiffer than the horse. This is the sort of stuff you would be making wallets from, pockets and so on and so forth. This possibly is going to move a little bit, so I'll put the rule down there to try and stop it from buckling, and then we'll run the tool down. A little fibrous on the back. Again, we're down to 1mm. Potentially the number 1 0.4 would suit this task better, but I don't have it. And there we go. I think this is just a fractional too thin. It's jumping at the outset. We could put another piece under it, but then we're just thickening it up. But certainly if we drop back to the 1mm, if we drop back to the 1.5mm, no issue at all. That's stunning. Folks, everything you need to know about this is in the pack. Go to www.armitageleather.com/shop. You can download the pack from there. In there is all the information, the size, the materials, my thoughts and feelings. They are short. It just says brilliant. You are looking at more money. You're looking at £74.99 for this. That equates to £52.65. But if you're looking at high quality leather goods, then you want a high quality tool that copes with thin edges. Doesn't quite cope with 1mm. That's because it's the wrong size tool. There is a tool that will cope with 1mm. That's the number 1. This is the number 2. This copes perfectly with 1.5mm. If you went for the 3, the 1.2mm, I would suggest there's your perfect sweet spot for 2mm leather, which is your body of your wallet or bag. Folks, stunning. Beautifully made, beautifully presented, does the job. If you struggle with the techniques, follow me on Vimeo. I'll help you polish those. Download the pack. By all means, drop any comments below. If you have any burning questions though, drop me an email, nigel@armitageleather.com. Hope that's helped you out. Take care. Bye bye.